All right, you're about to take a complete speaking section practice test for the Duolingo English Test. My name is Teacher Josh, and you might be wondering, I didn't know there was a speaking section. What speaking section? So there is no speaking section necessarily. There are speaking questions, and they're spread out throughout the test, but I wanted to put them all in one place for you to practice. There are 5 question types. There's read aloud, there's listen and speak, speak about the photo, read then speak, and speaking sample. So these require you to speak for a bit of a long period of time, at least 30 seconds. So not all the questions, but anyway, you'll see that soon. So I'm going to give you the same amount of questions that you'll see on test day. So you're going to have 4 read aloud questions, 2 listen and speak, 1 speak about the photo, 1 read and speak, and 1 speaking sample. It's about as much as you'll see on test day. So don't forget, if you like this practice and you want to try more, check out tstprep.com for more free practice. I'll put a link in the description below, and that gives you extra practice, hundreds of free practice questions, and you can do more if you want to do that. But let's get to the video. Here we go.
My family planned to go this week. I only come out once in a blue moon. He will probably show up late as usual. My best friend said that he was used to doing that.
Talk about a school in your hometown. Is it a good school? What would you change if you could? Talk about a school in your hometown. Is it a good school? What would you change if you could? Talk about a school in your hometown. Is it a good school? What would you change if you could?
There are a couple of different schools in my hometown at the elementary level, middle school level, and high school level. But the one that comes to mind is the high school that I went to. It's called South, Valley Stream South High School, and the mascot was a falcon. Is it a good school? Yes, I think it is a good school. I don't think it's an amazing school, but I think it's a good school. They have the teachers are all qualified and care about the students. I haven't been there in 25 years, so it was quite a long time ago, but I assume the teachers are just as good as ever. One thing that I would change about this school would be the maybe some of the security in terms of bullying. So I was bullied quite a bit when I was in high school, and maybe if there was a little bit more of a presence in the hallway of security or other teachers patrolling the hallways, maybe I wouldn't have been picked on so much. And nowadays, with social media, if kids get bullied, it can lead to pretty negative consequences. So I wouldn't want that to happen to anybody. So that would be maybe the one thing that I would change about the school is just to have a bit more uh, security in the hallway for the students.
Describe why a healthy diet can help you live a longer life. Describe why a healthy diet can help you live a longer life. Describe why a healthy diet can help you live a longer life.
A healthy diet can definitely help you live longer. When you're younger, you don't really think about your diet so much because when you're a teenager and in your 20s, you can kind of eat whatever you want and still feel okay. You're young. But when you get older, those bad oily foods start to have a negative effect on your health. For example, my father has always had a bad diet. He would eat, cheeseburgers and fried chicken and french fries on a daily basis. And so when he was in his 50s, he had a heart attack. He had a couple of his main arteries in his heart clogged. So he was almost going to die because he didn't have a healthy diet. He ended up having heart surgery, and then that helped him live for much longer. Besides that, if you have a health if you're eating a lot of unhealthy food, you're probably not going to be very active. You're probably not going to go out and exercise because unhealthy food, oily food makes you feel bad. If I have a really kind of oily pasta dish or pizza, my stomach feels very heavy and I don't want to do anything and just lay down. So those are two different ways that an unhealthy diet can hurt your health, and so that's why it's important for you to have a healthy diet to live longer.
A hotel concierge stands at his computer behind the front desk of a hotel. He is dressed very sharply, and it looks like he may have a three-piece suit on. He is wearing a freshly pressed charcoal gray suit with a white shirt and a bright purple tie. He has on glasses, and he is very focused on his computer. As the concierge, it is his job to take care of the hotel guests and any request that they may have. This hotel may have a system in place where the guests can send in their request via email or messenger, and he may be checking his messages on his computer. Once he is done checking his messages, he will get to work immediately to get these customers taken care of. It also looks like he has a phone behind him, so he may also answer phone call requests as well. The hotel where he's standing looks nice. There are beautiful flowers sitting on the counter in front of him. Behind him, the walls look ornate and beautiful. It would be nice to stay at this hotel for an extended period since he is probably an excellent concierge.
One recent TV show I've watched is called The Bear, and it is currently on the Disney Channel or on something called Flix, I think. But anyway, it's a show about a couple different cooks who work together in a restaurant in Chicago. And actually, many of the cooks are related, so there's cousins, brothers, sisters, all working together at this one restaurant called The Bear. Some of the characters, I actually forget all of their names right now, but there's a main chef who's kind of like a famous chef, and then he has kind of like a blue-collar family, working-class family. The business that they have is failing, and they're trying to turn the restaurant around and make it better. And the brother, who is a world-renowned chef, decided to return to the family restaurant to try to make it better. For various reasons. One reason was that his brother committed suicide and he came back to try to help. So they end up finding some money and they're able to completely remodel the restaurant and make it a high-class, high-end restaurant. Is it going to work or not? I don't know yet. I haven't gotten that far, but it's interesting to watch because it's very dramatic and it's very working-class, real-world people. You have one more question type left, the speaking sample, which is the hardest because you have to speak the longest. So take a breath, try to relax a bit and get ready. And before you do that, I want to shout out the emergency practice pack for the Duolingo English Test. This practice pack includes AI feedback for your speaking and writing because, it's hard to practice and get feedback on your speaking without a teacher, so you get some of that. You also get thousands of additional free practice questions and in a premium course for the Duolingo English Test, so you know all the tips and tricks and strategies for all the question types. And this is a limited time discount just for the YouTube audience. So check that out. I'll put a link in the description below. But let's get to that last question type, speaking sample. Good luck. Some people prefer to watch movies in a theater and others prefer to watch movies at home, and some people like to do both. I think that, I prefer to watch movies at home mostly, but they are alike in many ways, the theater and home. One way is that they are alike is that it's a pretty comfortable experience. You sit in your comfortable chair or sofa and you sit back, relax, and watch a movie. You can have popcorn at home or at a theater, and you can have your favorite snacks. The main way that they're different is that the theater is a much more immersive experience. You're sitting in a huge dark room with an enormous screen and becoming totally immersed in the experience of actually feeling like you're in the film. Whereas at home, you're still, around your environment. It's still things that you're comfortable with and familiar with. And it doesn't really have the same effect. You don't feel like you're transported to a different place. Whereas in a theater, you're just in a completely dark room with a huge screen and nothing else. So it feels very immersive when you are in a movie theater. Now, like I said, I don't really prefer one to the other. I definitely watch more movies at home than at the theater. But it's for different reasons. Like at home, I like to watch comedies and dramas, things like that. Whereas the theater, I like to go to when I'm watching something with a lot of action, with a lot of action scenes where there are big noises and sound effects, and that kind of exciting type of movie I think is way better in the theater, so I would prefer to watch it there. But yeah, and in the end, there are similarities and differences watching a movie in the theater and watching it at home. And for me, I prefer watching it at home, unless it's a real big action movie, then I might go to the theater to watch it. All right, congratulations, you made it to the end. I know speaking is really hard, it's draining even, it makes you feel tired. So please relax, take a break. If you want some more practice, I'll put a link to a video here, but that's about it. Thanks for watching, everybody, and I'll see you in the next one.